Hey, today I will be talking about dreams. Dreams are also connected to astrology, so I will begin with a little bit of that and then we'll see where it takes me, where my mind takes me. Dreams are ruled and presided by Neptune and the ninth house. I know, I did not say the 12th house. Opposite the moon is Sun, and moon finds a joy in the third house, which was called by the ancient goddess. So the ninth house is the house of Sun. To the ancient Greeks, the sun was Apollo, who oversaw the oracles of Delphi, so prophecies, dream consciousness, and mysteries found their place and are ruled by the ninth house. Dreams and nightmares occur mostly about 48 hours before the moon's perigee, that is, the moon's closest point to the earth, and when the moon is about the hour high. The Hebrew letter Lamed is connected with dreams, sleep, and the Libra sign. Dreams are also caused by the moon in the ninth house and when aspected by Neptune, Neptune sextile or trine the moon, Uranus, or Jupiter. If Neptune is afflicted in Sagittarius, one will have dreams of danger. Neptune sextile or trine the moon causes prophetic dreams. Neptune conjunct the moon or in transit over the radical moon with Neptune being in the ninth house causes strange dreams. Neptune in Aries square or opposition moon brings nightmares. Uranus sextile or trine Neptune brings dreams of prophetical and inspirational nature. Uranus in Sagittarius or Uranus in the 8th house brings dreams of visions. Jupiter afflicted in Aries also brings strange dreams, and Mars in the 9th house brings distressful dreams. Sigmund Freud stated that dreams are the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious activities of the mind. Subconscious mind becomes active when we are asleep. We cannot make ourselves aware of it, and it manifests itself when our conscious mind is rendered partly inactive. Partly because if it becomes completely inactive, which it does in deep sleep, we could never remember our dreams, as memory is part of the conscious mind. It is a fact that we dream during the whole period of sleep, but we can remember only a very small part of that period. I think most know that the dreams which we are able to describe are those which occur just as we are falling to sleep or just as we are beginning to wake up. So it is during these times that our conscious mind is partially active and in a state to receive impressions which are retained by the memory, frequently for a short time. Some dreams are so vivid and they impress themselves on us so strongly that we can recall them and describe them in detail years afterwards. During sleep, this mysterious underworld of thoughts comes into control, and because it is unbounded either by time or space, it can reveal to us conditions of our present and future state of which we have no knowledge when we are awake and fully conscious. Throughout history, all humans have attached significance to dreams, prophetic and otherwise, and Bible contains many examples of dreams, but perhaps the most famous of them all is that one experienced by the Pharaoh, which took the form of parable that only Joseph could interpret. And the short version is there would be 7 years of plenty in Egypt, followed by 7 years of famine, and that Pharaoh should build silos or grain storage and collect portions of food from each farmer to store when the time of famine comes to prevent mass starvation. The ancient Chaldeans, Chinese, Egyptians, Hindus, Hebrews, Greeks, and Romans absolutely believed in dreams as a means of foretelling the future. Plato called them prophetic visions, although they were regarded as divine messages, as omens of the gods rather than manifestations of the human mind. Now, the knowledge of divination of dreams is much owed to the Roman seer, diviner, a dream interpreter, Artemidorus Dacianus Orefesius, who lived in 2nd century Anno Domini. His name means gift of Artemis, and he compiled the 5 books of the interpretation of dreams and visions, extant 5-volume Greek work, the Oneirocritica or Oneirocriticon. He was also reputed to have written books on interpreting bird signs and palm reading, but that has been lost. Artemidorus suggests that dreams are unique to the individual and that a person's waking life will affect the symbols in his dreams. Dreams of falling from high places or running or being chased, terrified by monsters, of screaming and fear and then suddenly waking up, dreams of fire, of drowning, and all the dreams that are accompanied by feelings of great terror and which are usually described as nightmares are caused by alteration in the flow of the blood through the brain. And they should not be regarded as being prophetic, as they do not arise from the subconscious or intuitive mind. Nightmares can be a result of unnatural sleeping position. Some of you may have heard that the best position is when the body is reclined slightly to the right, as it allows the heart, stomach, and liver to function quite unrestrained by pressure. Self-suggested dreams are those which concern a person or thing which has been prominent in our mind just before falling asleep. Perhaps a book that was read may have made a deep impression, or news, or a story from a friend, or even a stranger, or a movie. Now, all these things are able to affect us because they're retained by the memory and are liable to be released when we fall into the sleeping state. There is also another type of self-suggested dreams, the one that was purposely produced. You may not know this, or you do. Either way, I'm going to tell you. Robert Louis Stevenson, a Scottish novelist, poet, a travel writer best known for his works like Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Treasure Island, or Kidnapped, was on the habit of willing himself, before dropping off to sleep, to dream romantic adventure stories. And in this manner, like he said, he received many inspirations for his stories and tales. So these dreams are also not and cannot be prophetic. Another interesting type of dream is the one that requires no interpretation, as it is in itself simply inspirational, and such a dream was experienced by Giuseppe Tartini, Italian violinist, composer of the Baroque era. He composed over 100 pieces for the violin, the majority of them for violin concertos. So Tartini had been at work on a sonata, but he was unable to finish it. He was weary and downhearted. He went to bed, pondering on how he could complete his composition. As he fell asleep, obsessed with his task, he dreamed a dream, and in it the devil came to him and offered to finish the sonata in exchange for his soul. Tartini did not hesitate and closed the bargain. So the devil took the violin and embarked on a weird but inspiring thrill. The notes fitted perfectly to the music that Tartini already wrote, and when the devil finished, he immediately woke up, rushed to his manuscript, and finished the sonata. This, of course, is the famous The Devil's Sonata, and if you have ever listened to it, that weird, unbroken, and long thrill may seem to owe inspiration to something far more mysterious and far more penetrating than the human mind. Interesting type of dream is that which is caused by mental telepathy. That is to say, if someone with whom one might be closely associated is undergoing a severe emotional disturbance, it may sometimes be communicated to the mind during sleep. Not everyone, of course, possesses this strange receptive power, so it can be quite dangerous to jump to the conclusion that when one dreams that a friend, for example, is in some kind of trouble, that this must necessarily be the case. It is true that there are those who actually possess a telepathic mind and have seen events in dreams at the same time as their occurrence in reality. Those dreams which may be truly regarded as oracular or prophetic are those for which we can find no explanation. They're not nightmares or dreams of persons or things we have recently seen or heard about. And they're not those who come to us when we are sick or worried or frightened. They're natural products of untroubled and healthy sleep, when our body is resting in a normal position, not afflicted by adverse conditions of extreme heat or cold. Some philosophers describe the future as the hidden present, for all those things which occur today are leading up to the events of tomorrow. The future is ever in preparation, and it is the peculiar power of our subconscious mind which allows us to see it in the making. So here are some of the dreams and how they were interpreted, or how they are interpreted even today. Dreaming of an alligator indicates someone in a close circle of acquaintances is a sly and treacherous enemy, and one will recognize that person from the exaggerated friendship person displays in an attempt to win one's favor and confidence. If you dream of almonds or eating sweet almonds, that means you will soon go abroad. If you dream of eating bitter almonds, the journey will have unhappy consequences. If one dreams death, well, this is an exceptionally good omen denoting a long and comfortable life. To sick people, it means a speedy recovery. And if it is accompanied by fear, it is an organic dream and has no meaning. A key in a dream signifies love and marriage, and many keys denote prosperity but little affection. Now, dreaming of a face, but more specifically own face in a mirror, indicates discovery of a treasured secret. If one's face is pale and long, the discovery will bring sorrow. But if the face is swollen and red, one will benefit from the same discovery. In dreams, different flowers have different meanings. So, for example, dreaming of a buttercup indicates business will increase. Violet indicates marrying someone younger than yourself. Iris indicates a letter bearing good news. Primrose suggests one will find happiness in a new friendship, and poppy brings a message of great disappointment. A moon in a dream indicates unexpected happiness and success in love. A new moon is especially favorable to farmers, lovers, or merchandisers, and a full moon foretells an approaching marriage. Dreaming of zodiac indicates that the dreamer will travel a great deal and eventually settle in a foreign country. Dreaming of wounds is always a favorable dream. It foretells love to all who are young and much profit in business. Now, dreaming of a thunder, if one hears it overhead, it foretells great success and the overthrowing of enemies, especially if it is accompanied by lightning. Distant thunder, on the other hand, is a bad omen predicting many worries in domestic affairs. Now, dreaming of snail is both good and bad, as it foreshadows a letter bearing good news, but also a conversation which will result in tears. A frog, of course, we must not forget the frog, indicates luck and profit, good crops for the farmer, victories for the soldier, peaceful sea for the sailor, and happy marriage for the lover. Now, dreaming of an orange is exceedingly unlucky, and fig brings inheritance or wealth through lottery, and peach indicates good health and many pleasant surprises. Numbers in dreams have their meanings too. So number 1 indicates attaining skills in some trade or art. Number 2 means complications in business affairs. 3 suggests ideas will materialize and bring success. 4 suggests a secure and sheltered life. 5 indicates important discovery. 6 indicates a sincere love affair. 7 suggests solution of all problems. 8 indicates an advantageous offer, and possibly in a week time. 9 indicates caution, you may be pursuing a dangerous course, and 0 has no significance. And this is it for today. If you want, I can make another video just talking about dreams interpretations. I actually have a lot of material. Let me know about your dreams, about your own experiences with dreams. Are they ordinary or are they prophetic? A quote for today is by my favorite author, Douglas Noel Adams, an English author, humorist, and screenwriter, best known for The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Now, this is by far my favorite book ever. It was originally a radio comedy that developed into a trilogy of 5 books. So he wrote and said he was a dreamer, a thinker, a speculative philosopher, or as his wife would have it, an idiot. Every time I only glance at this book, it brings a smile. I have read it numerous times. On a more serious note, here is one by Paul Valéry, a French poet and philosopher who said, "The best way to make your dreams come true is to wake up." See you in a couple of days. Bye.